Rain slams against the window like it is angry at both of us. I grab the edge of the table. My knuckles hurt. You are really packing, I say. Harper does not look at me. She drops a pair of heels into the suitcase. Black. Sharp. Expensive. They will wrinkle, I say, softer now. I will steam them later, she replies. Later. A word with no space for me in it. I watch her hands. They move fast, practiced, like she rehearsed this. So it is true, I say. Julian. She freezes for half a second. That is enough. You did not deny it, I say. She exhales through her nose. I am not cheating on you. That is not what I asked. She finally turns. Her eyes are red but steady. He makes things easier. The room smells like rain and cardboard. Half the shelves are empty. My chest feels the same. Easier than what? I ask. Than us. She presses her lips together. I am tired of struggling. I laugh, but it cracks halfway. We are not struggling. I am building something. You are dreaming, she says. There is a difference. I step closer. The floor is cold under my bare feet. Do you remember the first night here? I ask. We ate noodles on the floor. She looks past me, at the wall. I remember telling myself it was temporary. That was supposed to be our beginning. It was, she says. Just not the whole story. Thunder rolls outside. The light flickers. So this is about money, I say. It is about security, she snaps. About not checking my phone before ordering coffee. I lower my voice. If you needed help, you could have told me. I did, she says. Every time I asked when things would change. I have no answer that fits between us. She zips the suitcase. The sound is final. I touch her wrist. Her skin is warm. She pulls back. Do not, she says quietly. You will make this harder. For who? I ask. You. She swallows. For both of us. I watch her walk to the door. The hallway light frames her like a photograph I am about to lose. She pauses with her hand on the handle. I love you, she says. But love is not enough anymore. The words land heavier than the rain. Then she adds, without turning around, I need a man who can give me a future. The door closes. The lock clicks. I slide down the wall and sit on the floor. My phone buzzes. A message from Harper is already gone. Unsended. Hours pass. The rain softens. The city hums like nothing broke. I scroll without seeing. My screen lights up with a number I do not recognize. I answer without thinking. Hello. A man speaks. Calm. Precise. You do not know me, he says. But I know your work. I sit up. You have the wrong number. No, he replies. You design structures that solve problems people ignore. My throat tightens. Who is this? Someone who can fund you, he says. Quietly. I laugh once. I am not interested in pity. It is not pity, he says. It is opportunity. 1 year. Total discretion. My heart beats louder. And the cost. There is a pause. Long enough to feel intentional. Your old life, he says. I look at the door Harper walked through. When? I ask. Tonight, he replies. Say yes, and everything changes. My voice comes out as a whisper. Yes. The line goes dead. You are late, the man says. I stop at the edge of the leather booth. The lounge is dark, all brass lamps and low music. Rain streaks the windows behind him. I almost did not come, I reply. Marcus Hale smiles like he expected that. You came anyway. I sit. The seat is warm, like someone just left. You called me, I say. You know my number. That does not explain why. He folds his hands. His watch catches the light. You designed a modular housing system 3 years ago. Low cost. Self-cooling. You shelved it after your funding fell apart. My stomach tightens. That file was private. Your father co-signed the loan, he says. When he passed, the debt became yours. I feel the blood drain from my face. You did your homework. I do not invest without it, Marcus says. I also know Harper Lane. Fashion buyer. Taste for clean lines and men with ambition. I grip the edge of the table. Do not say her name. She left you, he continues. For Julian Cross. The music hums louder in my ears. If this is a joke. It is an offer, he says. One that fixes everything. I laugh once. It sounds wrong. Nothing fixes everything. Marcus slides a thin folder across the table. Funding. Labs. A team. Global distribution. I do not touch it. And the catch. You disappear, he says. 1 year. No interviews. No social presence. I control the narrative. So I become a ghost, I say. A focused one, he replies. You build. I protect. I shake my head. People will think I failed. They already do, Marcus says calmly. That hits harder than it should. And when the year ends, I ask. You'll enter the world, he says. On my terms. I stare at the folder. My reflection stares back from the polished table. Tired. Smaller than I remember. Why me? I ask. Marcus leans back. Because you are angry enough to work. And proud enough to hesitate. Silence stretches between us. The rain taps the glass like a countdown. I open the folder. Schematics. Budgets. Timelines. My old designs refined, sharpened, dangerous. You rewrote my work, I say. I respected it, he corrects. There is a difference. My phone buzzes. A notification. I ignore it. What happens if I say no? I ask. Marcus stands. You go home. You watch her marry him. You keep drawing ideas no one funds. He turns slightly, glancing past me. Speaking of. I follow his gaze. Through the glass doors of the building across the street, I see them. Harper in a fitted coat, laughing. Julian beside her, confident, familiar. His hand rests at the small of her back. My chest tightens. Marcus steps closer. Low voice. He owns half this city. He never noticed you. I swallow. You did. He places a pen in my hand. Sign. My fingers tremble. I think of the empty apartment. The suitcase. The door clicking shut. I sign. Marcus takes the folder, satisfied. He smiles, small and sharp. By the time she sees you again, he says, she will not recognize you. Sign here, the woman says. I look at the line. No name. Just a code. This is my signature now, I ask. For the next year, she replies. I sign. My phone is taken. My cards are cut. My old email blinks out on a screen like it never existed. In the elevator, Marcus stands beside me. Silent. Watching the numbers fall. You will thank me later, he says. When? I ask. When it works. The lab smells like metal and cold air. White lights. No windows. Nina stands over a workbench, sleeves rolled up, hair tied back. You are the architect, she says, without looking up. I reply. She glances at me. Curious. Sharp. Then build. We argue on the first night. This angle collapses under heat, she says. It vents pressure, I counter. It fractures, she insists. I slam my hand on the table. Test it. She meets my eyes. No fear. Gladly. Hours blur into mornings. Coffee tastes burnt. My hands shake from lack of sleep. Nina watches me sketch. You do not stop, she says. I cannot, I reply. Why? I hesitate. Because if I stop, I remember. She nods like she understands more than I said. One night, she hands me her phone. You should see this. It is a photo. Harper. A ring on her finger. Julian beside her. Smiling like he won. My chest tightens. Turn it off. You should know, Nina says softly. I know, I snap. Then quieter. I know. Weeks pass. Then months. Our prototypes improve. Fail. Improve again. This works, Nina says one morning, staring at the data. I let out a breath. Again. It is scalable, she says. Do you realize what this means? It means we keep going. Contracts roll in. Names I do not recognize. Countries I have never visited. I ask Marcus on a secure line, who are we selling to? People who matter, he replies. Under what name? I ask. He smiles through the screen. Not yours. Late one evening, I walk past his office. The door is ajar. Marcus is on the phone. Voice low. Controlled. No, he says. They will not see it coming. I stop. Yes. Cross Holdings, he continues. Their margins are already thinning. My heart skips. He laughs once. No. He has no idea. I step back before the floor creaks. Later, I confront him. You are using my work to hurt someone, I say. Marcus studies me. I am using your work to change markets. Julian's market, I press. He shrugs. Collateral. I feel something cold settle in my stomach. This was not random. Nothing important ever is, Marcus replies. That night, Nina finds me staring at the wall. You look like you lost something, she says. I might be gaining it, I reply. And I do not know how I feel. She sits beside me. Close. Not touching. Power always asks for a price, she says. I think of Harper's ring. Julian's smile. The data on my screen showing his firm bleeding quietly. I whisper to myself, I am dismantling his world. And for the first time, I do not know if I want to stop. You cannot be here, the hostess whispers. I take the champagne flute from her tray anyway. Yet here I am. The ballroom glows gold. Silk dresses. Low laughter. Crystal clinking like a language I forgot. My suit fits differently now. So does my posture. A voice behind me freezes my spine. You came. I turn. Harper stands 3 feet away. Her hair is pinned back. Her dress is pale and precise. She looks through me, then her eyes sharpen. It is you, she says. For tonight, I reply. Her fingers tighten around her glass. What are you doing here? Networking, I say. You. Her lips part. No sound comes out. Julian's hand settles at her waist. Possessive. Casual. Problem, he asks. No, Harper says too quickly. I extend my hand. International development. You must be Julian. He studies me. Smile polite. Calculating. You have an accent. Several, I reply. He laughs. You should meet my mother. A woman approaches before I answer. Tall. Silver hair. Eyes that slice. This is Evelyn Cross, Julian says. She runs the family. Evelyn looks me over like a balance sheet. You look expensive. I try to be useful, I say. Her smile is thin. Those are rare. She moves on. The air loosens slightly. Harper pulls me aside. Her fingers brush my sleeve. Electricity shoots up my arm. Why do you look like this? She whispers. Like what? Like you won. I am still playing, I say. Her eyes search my face. You disappeared. You chose not to look, I reply. That hurts her. I see it. I hate that I see it. Julian joins us, drink in hand. We were just discussing property, he says. Harper loves views. I do too, I reply. He grins. We found the perfect place. Cliffside. Glass walls. Sunrise every morning. Harper looks at me. A question in her eyes. A memory. I do not answer it. Evelyn returns. Julian, she says. Our guest was telling me about overseas acquisitions. Julian perks up. You invest in property. Sometimes, I reply. How convenient, Evelyn says. We are exploring options. Harper stiffens. What options? Julian squeezes her hand. Just conversations. I meet Evelyn's gaze. Dream homes have a way of changing hands. She smiles. Only when someone can afford to lose. The music swells. Applause erupts nearby. Someone announces the engagement again. Harper's voice shakes. You should not be here. Neither should you, I say quietly. Julian laughs, breaking the tension. You two know each other. We used to, Harper says. Julian studies us. Then his smile widens. Since you are here, he says, clapping my shoulder, you should know. We are considering selling our dream house. My heart thuds once. He raises his glass. You might be the buyer. You should not stand so close to me, Harper whispers. We are on the balcony. City lights below. Music muffled behind glass. Her perfume hits me first. Familiar. Dangerous. You pulled me out here, I say. She crosses her arms. Because you keep staring. You keep noticing, I reply. She looks away. Julian does not like this. That makes two of us. Her jaw tightens. You are different. I was always this, I say. You just did not wait. She flinches. That is my fault. I know it. Inside, My phone buzzes. I ignore it. Harper finally meets my eyes. He checks my messages. Why are you telling me? Because I forgot what it feels like to breathe, she says. Until you walked in. My chest tightens. You chose him. I chose stability, she says. There is a difference. Is there? I ask. She steps closer. Close enough that I feel the heat of her arm. She does not touch me. That is worse. He plans everything, she says softly. What I wear. Where we go. When I smile. And you let him, I say. She swallows. I thought love was supposed to feel safe. And now, I ask. Now it feels managed. The door slides open. Julian's voice carries out. Laughing. Calling her name. Harper steps back like she touched fire. This cannot happen. Nothing is happening, I say. That is the problem, she replies. My phone buzzes again. Harder. I glance at it. Marcus. I step away to answer. What? You are moving too slow, Marcus says. I am at an engagement party, I reply. I know, he says. I sent you the files. I open them. My breath catches. Emails. Old contracts. Rejections I remember too well. What is this? I ask. History, Marcus replies. Julian cross-blocked your early bids. Bought firms before they could fund you. My hand shakes. Why? Because you were competition, Marcus says. And because he could. Harper appears behind me. She sees my face. What happened? She asks. I lower my phone. He ruined me. She frowns. Who? Julian. Her eyes widen. That is not possible. I show her one message. Her fingers tremble as she reads. He said you were unreliable, she whispers. That you would never finish anything. I nod. He finished me instead. Footsteps approach. Julian steps onto the balcony. His smile fades when he sees our faces. Everything okay? He asks. Yes, Harper says too fast. I pocket my phone. Actually, I say, meeting his eyes, everything makes sense now. Julian's smile tightens. I do not like riddles. You should, I reply. They tend to reveal the truth. Harper looks between us. Fear. Real fear. Julian steps closer to her. Protective. Possessive. Come inside, he says. She hesitates. I watch her choose. Again. As they leave, my phone buzzes one last time. A message from Marcus. You are not just buying property. You are reclaiming what he stole. I stare at the dark city and realize this was never just about a house. You have to see it to believe it, Julian says. We stand on the terrace. Ocean below. Glass walls catching the sun like a promise. Harper grips the railing. Wind lifts her hair. I recognize the look on her face. This is the house she once described to me at midnight. This is perfect, she says. Julian smiles. It is untouchable. I step closer to the glass. Nothing is. He chuckles. You sound confident. I am careful, I reply. Inside, the agent talks fast. Numbers. Views. Exclusivity. The real estate board members nod like trained birds. No public listing, one of them says. Private bids only. Julian glances at me. That rules most people out. Good, I say. Harper studies me. You are quiet. I am listening. Later, the house empties. Sunset bleeds into the water. Harper corners me on the balcony. Her dress snaps in the wind. Who are you now? She asks. I grip the railing. Cold metal. Someone who finishes what he starts. That is not an answer, she says. You would not like the truth. She steps closer. Her voice lowers. Try me. I turn. Our faces are inches apart. I smell salt in her perfume. You left because I was small, I say. I am not small anymore. Her eyes flicker. That scares me. It should, I reply. She touches my sleeve. Barely. Julian says you are dangerous. He would, I say. Inside my pocket, my phone vibrates. Once. Twice. Marcus. I step away. I have to take this. Marcus answers before I speak. Board is ready. Proceed, I say. You understand, he adds. No name. Anonymous, I confirm. Good, Marcus says. They will never see it coming. I hang up. When I return, Julian is pouring drinks. We were just talking about offers, he says. Nothing serious. Everything serious starts quietly, I reply. He laughs. You think you can afford this? I think I can decide, I say. Harper looks between us. Please stop. Julian sets his glass down. Hard. This house is ours. For now, I say. That night, I cannot sleep. The ocean crashes below the cliff like it knows something. My phone lights up on the bedside table. Marcus. Text only. Bid submitted. Minutes pass. My pulse fills my ears. Another message. Competing offers withdrawn. I sit up. My hands tremble. The final message arrives. Congratulations. You own the house. I stare at the screen. No name attached. No celebration. Just a quiet truth. I won. And they have no idea who took everything they wanted. You said this deal was done, Julian snaps. His voice echoes through the glass office. I sit across from him, calm. Harper stands near the window, arms folded tight. The buyer backed out, Julian continues. Again. I tilt my head. Markets are nervous. He glares. You would not understand pressure. Harper turns. Julian, stop. He rubs his face. Every lender wants new terms. Every partner is suddenly cautious. I speak evenly. Debt has a way of surfacing. His eyes flash. What are you implying? Nothing, I say. Yet. Julian's phone rings. He answers. Listens. His face drains. No, he says. That is impossible. He hangs up and slams the phone on the desk. They froze our credit line, he growls. Harper steps closer to him. Why would they do that? Julian avoids her eyes. Temporary issue. I stand. I should go. No, Harper says. Stay. Julian turns on her. You are taking his side now. I am asking questions, she replies. You never answer. He softens instantly. Too fast. I am protecting you. By lying, she asks. Silence stretches. My phone buzzes. Marcus. I step aside. You enjoying the show? Marcus asks. What did you do? I reply. What you hired me to, he says. Cross Holdings is bleeding. You said market disruption, I say. This is demolition. Marcus chuckles. You are sentimental. Why Julian? I ask. A pause. Then Marcus speaks quieter. Because he deserves it. That is not an answer. He chose his mother, Marcus says. He chose power. I stiffen. What are you saying? Julian is my son, Marcus replies. And he made his choice years ago. The room feels smaller. You used me. I sharpened you, Marcus says. Do not pretend you did not enjoy it. I end the call. Harper watches my face. What is happening? I hesitate. Things are falling. Julian storms toward me. What did you do? Nothing illegal, I reply. He laughs sharply. You planned this. I planned survival, I say. Harper steps between us. Stop it. Both of you. Julian grabs his coat. We are leaving. She pulls back. I am not done. He freezes. Excuse me. I saw the accounts, she says. The debt. You hid it. His face hardens. You had no right. I had every right, she replies. I was building a life with you. He says nothing. Her eyes shift to me. Searching. And you? Yes, I say quietly. She takes a breath. Tell me one thing. I wait. Who bought the house? She asks. Julian scoffs. Some anonymous investor. I meet her gaze. The moment stretches. The truth presses against my ribs. Her phone buzzes. A notification. She looks down. Reads. Her hand trembles. Buyer confirmed, she whispers. She lifts her eyes to me. Recognition hits her all at once. It was you, she says. The room goes silent. And I realize revenge has finally found my face. Say it, Harper says. We are alone in the empty house. Glass walls. Night ocean. Her arms are wrapped around herself like armor. You bought it, she continues. Tell me I am wrong. I take a breath. It tastes like salt and guilt. I bought it, I say. Her eyes close. When they open, they are wet. Why? Because Julian took everything from me, I reply. My work. My future. You. She shakes her head. You disappeared. I was erased, I say. On purpose. She laughs once. Sharp. You could have told me. I was not allowed, I reply. And then I was angry. So you became this, she says, gesturing to the house. Rich. Untouchable. I became useful, I say. To someone else. Her voice drops. Marcus. Yes. She steps back. He knew about us. He knew about everything, I say. He funded me. Hid me. Pointed me. Pointed you where, she asks. Straight at Julian. A slow knock interrupts us. Calm. Confident. Marcus steps inside like he owns the air. You finally told her, he says. Harper turns on him. You did this. He smiles. I finished it. I stare at him. You said this was business. It was personal first, Marcus replies. Julian storms in behind him. His face is tight. His eyes wild. You think you won, he says to me. You think money makes you untouchable. Harper looks between them. What is happening? Marcus answers before I can. He deserves the truth. Julian stiffens. Do not. Marcus steps closer. You left me when you chose your mother. You erased me from your name. Harper gasps. What is he saying? Marcus looks at Julian. I am your father. Silence crashes down. Even the ocean seems to pause. Harper whispers, Julian. Julian's jaw clenches. He abandoned us. I was pushed out, Marcus says. And I watched you grow into a man who destroys others for convenience. I feel sick. You used me. Marcus turns to me. I gave you power. You made me a weapon, I say. You picked up the blade, he replies. Do not pretend your hands are clean. Julian laughs. Bitter. You both think this ends me. He pulls out his phone. The world loves a scandal. Anonymous investors. Hidden billionaires. Harper steps toward me. What is he talking about? Julian's eyes lock on mine. I expose you. Tonight. My pulse roars in my ears. Marcus watches, curious. Careful. Julian smiles. I have nothing left to lose. I look at Harper. Her face is a storm of regret and fear and something softer that hurts more. If he does this, she asks quietly, who are you really? I do not answer. Julian raises his phone. Last chance. And I realize the mask that protected me might be the thing that destroys us all. Do you have a statement? The reporter shouts. Cameras flash. My eyes burn. Security pushes forward. No comment, I say. Another voice cuts in. Are you the anonymous investor? I keep walking. My phone vibrates non-stop. Markets opening. Numbers climbing. My name trending without my name attached. Inside the car, silence finally lands. You broke him, my lawyer says from the front seat. I did not touch him, I reply. You did, he insists. Just not with your hands. On the screen, Julian's face fills the news. Disheveled. Angry. Accused of financial manipulation. Sponsors pulling out one by one. I mute it. Harper does not answer my calls. Hours later, I find her at the old cafe near the river. No cameras. No guards. She sits by the window, coat wrapped tight. You should not be here, she says without looking up. I know, I reply. I came anyway. She finally meets my eyes. Julian is finished. I did not want it like this, I say. But you wanted it, she counters. I sit across from her. I wanted him to stop owning my life. She stirs her coffee. And now? Now I do not know who I am without the fight, I admit. She nods slowly. That is the first honest thing you have said. Marcus is gone, I add. He vanished this morning. She exhales. Of course he did. Outside, people pass. Laughing. Normal. You left him, I say. I walked away, she corrects. I did not run to you. My chest tightens. Why not? Because I need to know, she says. If you became powerful for love. And if I did not, I ask. She looks at me. Then I cannot be part of what you are now. Silence stretches between us. Heavy. Necessary. She reaches into her bag and slides a document across the table. The house, she says. It is in your name. Yes. She studies my face. It was my dream. I know. And now it is your weapon, she adds. I shake my head. It does not feel like a victory. She pushes the paper closer. Then prove it. By doing what, I ask. She stands. Pulls on her gloves. Her voice is steady but her eyes are not. Sell it, she says. Or keep it. I swallow. And that tells you. It tells me everything, she replies. She turns toward the door. Pauses. Looks back once. Choose, she says. And I am left staring at the price of everything I thought I wanted. Sunlight slices through the glass walls. Ocean below churns silver. I stand alone in the living room. The house hums with emptiness. Every corner screams what I gained, and what I let go. My phone buzzes. Marcus has vanished completely. No messages. No instructions. Just silence. For the first time, it is mine. I walk toward the balcony. Wind carries salt and memory. I trace the railing. Fingers press into the cold metal. The house is perfect. But perfect is heavy. The papers sit on the table. Sale documents. My hand hovers over the pen. I close my eyes. Billionaires are not happy because of money. I know this now. I feel Harper's voice in my chest. Does he choose love or revenge? I sign. The pen scratches like finality. Relief floods me, slower than I expected. The house is sold. The walls no longer define me. A sound behind me. Footsteps soft on the marble floor. I do not turn. Morning. Harper's voice. I glance over. She stands framed in the doorway. Coat in hand. Hair messy from the wind. Eyes cautious. Hopeful. You sold it, she says. Not accusation. Observation. Yes, I reply. I had to know what mattered more. The house, or everything else. She steps closer. Closer than comfort, not enough for surrender. And? I shrug. Peace costs more than power. Her lips curve, tiny. You are different. I am, I admit. And I have no plans to hide it. She studies me. I am not sure what this means for us. I am not asking for forever, I say. Just honesty. That is a start. Her gaze softens. A silent laugh. Honesty is a good place to start. I feel the sunlight on my face. Warm. Clear. Real. She steps closer, brushing past me. Not touching, but the air between us hums. You built a lot, she says. And lost some things, I reply. But the things I built inside cannot be bought or sold. We stand together, watching the horizon. The ocean moves in quiet rhythm. Waves break. Foam disappears. The house behind us is no longer the prize. It was only ever a test. Her voice is small. Do you think I can trust this man? I look at her. Straight into her eyes. I hope so. She smiles, faint. Step by step, she moves to sit near me on the balcony edge. Side by side, not touching. Just presence. The sun rises higher. Everything looks different in the light. Not perfect. Not owned. Real. I whisper, more to myself than her. Power won her attention, humility might win her heart. She glances at me. A spark of something unspoken. And for the first time in years, I do not chase, I do not fight. We watch the day begin, together in silence. Honest, tentative, possible. And that is enough.